Hey, what's up? It's Frankie Finn. We're down on the beach here. My ladies are hanging out. You want to wave? And we're going to talk about something that I probably don't talk about enough in these videos, which is how to keep clients for a whole lot longer. And it's interesting now because as in this current restart of my agency, I've been doing the agency stuff since 2007. I have not had a single client leave in almost a year. And the typical agency, by the way, loses clients in about 3 months. So let's get into how to do that. So if you're running a typical agency, this is a kind of like one of those secret numbers in that nobody talks about in the agency world, which is the average client, if you're doing Facebook ads or Google AdWords or those kind of things, stays 3 months, sometimes 4, like the industry average is there, which means you do all that work to chase somebody for a Facebook ad, and you sign them up and you do a sales call and you get a proposal, and at the end of it, after all that hard work, they leave after 3 payments. Now, in our mastermind, we've got a couple people that are keeping clients an average of 2 years. I suspect ours will be at least that long, at least. And my oldest client has been with me since 2009. And I'll tell you, life gets a lot easier when you wake up at the start of the month, and start of the month means more payments, not how am I going to make sales. So I'll tell you 2 real keys, to keeping the clients. Hello, Heidi B. And everybody, I just got a handful of seashells, so we're winning at life right here. Heidi B, you want to say hello?
Hello.
Take some shells. So, the first reason most people don't keep clients for very long is because, it is not because of results, by the way. Most people think because they don't get any results. Certainly if you don't get any results, you're not going to keep clients at all, but you probably shouldn't have an agency if you can't get anybody, anywhere, results of any kind. But the first reason people lose clients is they're really bad at setting expectations. I used to think, like most agency owners, that setting expectations meant they give you the money, you run the ads, at the end of the month you send a report. And that is not nearly enough. And usually the report they don't understand. The more you can set expectations in terms of the results, the time, the cost, and what you're going to communicate, what you'll find is clients will be much more compliant. Because what ends up happening is, if they're paying you money every month and they're not watching your stuff, and the phone is not ringing, then they have no idea what's happening. You know, one of the things that I've been doing, like with some of our new clients, is like every Friday they get an update and we say, hey, there's this many leads in your email autoresponder. Now they're going to get 18 gazillion follow-up messages, and here's your landing page, and here's your ad, and just showing them that, hey, like, stuff is happening over here. And those are the most basic things in the world that you probably already do anyway, but clients don't know it. If they don't see it, it didn't happen. And you almost in the beginning want to over communicate. Now the second thing is what you do above and beyond your agency. And there's 2 really great books on this. One is called Never Lose a Client Again by Joey Coleman. The other is called Giftology by John Ruhlin. And what they basically boil down to is, instead of just doing the basics, it is actually seeing clients as people and going above and beyond. So I learned this concept from Gary Vee, actually, when I saw him speak, I don't know, like 10 years ago, before he was like a huge deal. And one of the things he talked about in his wine business, they built something called the Department of Gratitude. Now, typically how a customer service thing works is it's reactive, right? When there's a problem and clients are pissed off, call the customer service hotline and come complain and we'll try and fix it. Department of Gratitude is different in that you play offense. So like he used the example, he signed a new client in Chicago. He Googled the guy and found him on Twitter, and there was a big photo of him wearing a Chicago Bears jersey, and he has had all kinds of Chicago Bears stuff. So he decided to mail the guy a Jay Cutler, which was their starting quarterback at the time, jersey, and say, hey, thank you so much for doing business with us. And I'll tell you, that little jersey and that little thank you, that little Department of Gratitude will keep way more clients than, hey, I run really great ads. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. You know, we send our clients edible arrangements, we send them personalized photos of their kids, we send them Cutco knives, we send them handwritten notes, we send them custom bobbleheads. And as a general rule, you should be willing to invest about 5 to 10% of whatever that client is paying you into enhancing that relationship. And what you'll find is when you do this, there's a deeper reason other than to just like care about people, is instead of having 3 payments like most agencies, you'll start having 24 payments show up. And so there's this hidden number that most people don't realize. I see a lot of beginners get really enticed by sales. They see agencies signing clients, but if you don't keep those clients, just think about this. If you're an industry average agency and you keep clients 3 months, that means if you get 7 clients, you'll receive exactly 21 payments from those 7 clients. Now, if you're in our mastermind, you're somebody like Kyle, and you're keeping clients 2 years, and he's doing it at like between 5 and 10K each per month, that means he's getting 24 payments, right? So on the surface, if you just saw like the social media version, it would be really, really enticing to want to be the agency that signed 7 clients. That sounds way cooler than the guy who signed 1 and kept him 2 years, but you would actually be less profitable. And I'll tell you, the biggest sign that an agency is broken is that they always need new sales and they can never coast on the retention of their existing ones. The most important number in your agency is the number of people you keep. So I hope that makes it really, really clear that if you set really, really strong foundational expectations, and basically the longer it takes to get results, the more important expectations are. So for example, if I'm doing SEO and it's going to take a year for them to see the benefits, then I need a whole lot of expectation setting over that year, over and over and over. But if I'm running a little campaign and we'll see the results by Friday, I can probably get away with a lot less. But nonetheless, expectations are the key foundational principle. And then start thinking about going above and beyond. Instead of just like, hey, give me some money and I'll run some ads for you. Start thinking about your clients as people. It takes all of 5 minutes, here I'm in the shade here, all of 5 minutes just to stalk them a little bit on social media and see who they are and what they're into and how you might like enhance their life and just be cool for them. So I hope that's helpful for you guys that have been struggling with retention, because it's usually not your results, by the way. If you're getting 0 results, of course people won't stay. But if you're getting 0 results, you shouldn't have an agency in the first place. But if you find like you actually do good work and they say things like, oh, they're bad leads, or they don't stay, or they don't seem happy with you, it's almost always a combination of those expectation settings and your communication, and that just not going above and beyond, just like, you know, doing the bare minimum in order to keep that contract. So my little Heidi B's naked, probably shouldn't keep that in there. But anyways, I hope that's helpful for you guys, and may the force be with you. And Frankie Finn over and out. And make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed.